everything in between, so that people can visit the ICount website, click on their local area and find out exactly what's going on in all the different categories and get involved in the way that seems best to them. As far as we know, this hasn't really been done before, certainly not in this way. One of the things that's different about it is that we're proactively, rather than just adding all the groups we know about on the map and leaving them there, and not really telling anyone about it, we're trying to make it an interactive resource, a social networking site essentially for climate change groups. So we're proactively approaching climate change groups that we know about, asking them for their details, asking them if we can visit the website, and then providing them with message boards, ways to communicate with each other, and ways to get in touch with individuals in their area, so that it's actually a useful resource for them. You scan around the map, zoom in to street level or up to city level or even up to UK level and see where all the people are. We're just going to add another groups layer to that, so every group will have a pin. When you click on it, it will come up with name of group, address, email, websites, and a few brief descriptions about what they do, so you understand that they're an education group or a direct action group or whatever. Then every group will have a message board for it to put up its own events and so on, and every constituency in the UK will have its own message board and events calendar for people to network together. So basically it will be done on constituency level, essentially. So there will be a networking tool, there will be the ability to have an events calendar for everything going on, and there'll probably also be a national, sort of big national events sort of calendar accessible as well. Still not very good way for people to literally have one point of contact where they say, I want to get involved in climate change, I cannot, I just want to see what's out there. Even in Oxford they have to phone around, try to work out who's who, you know, etc, etc. Whereas with this, I honestly think that if it's done properly, it will have the incredible benefit of someone just being able to say, right, I'm in Oxford, zoom into Oxford, where are the groups? Oh, here's the direct action group, and here's the charity cluster, and here's the education group, and here's a group doing lobbying, and here's the local folk group, and here's how I contact them. Great. And that doesn't exist at the moment, which seems to me a fundamental hole in how we engage people and get people further into climate change, because they think, oh, I'm really worried about this. They go to a couple of websites, it's all completely obscure, and then they just all give up again. And that seems to me to be a real problem, which is why I'm enthusiastic about it anyway.
We really wanted to maximise actually the strength that already exists, that there are so many people that are active on climate change, and to reflect some of that back to the government, and by actually sort of bringing that centrally together in one place, to feel strengthened by seeing each other who are all active, and for government to be able to see actually just how many people are active, and to be able to communicate, you know, when there are key moments. So as I say, you know, for us the climate change bill is a really important and big campaigning opportunity, you know, where we could get the government committing to reducing its emissions year on year, and through the map we'll have an opportunity for, you know, so there might be some groups who are only involved in, or who at the moment are involved in particular sort of local solutions, and it's an opportunity to say to them, well, have you thought about, you know, maybe going and visiting your MP and saying, well, look, this is what we're doing, you know, in my home I'm doing this, but also I want you, the government, to take action, so that we're really building that political pressure. Yeah, there's been quite a lot of consensus as to what the key concerns are about the bill, about what's in and what's not in it. And for us as a coalition, then we always have to stick to, you know, sort of very top line things that every organisation can agree on. And the headline one for us is the one about whether the government commits itself to cutting emissions by 60% or 80% by 2050. And for us, the science absolutely says that it's got to be 80% by 2050. So if there's kind of one message that we take away about the bill, then that's the one to kind of hang on to. And so what the timetable means that James just outlined is that for us as campaigners, the pressure is really on for that period between September and December. That's when, if you want to go and see your MP, to go and lobby him or